Welcome everybody to Mota's kitchen. Today I was asked to make Dudhpak. Now that Dudhpak, this is the thing. Normally what Dudhpak is the milk that you boil with rice, and you can when the rice is cooked you put some sugar in it, some nuts and kesar and all that, and it becomes a nice thing you can eat, enjoy. Now we are going to do is a shortcut. Spanish में यानी कि leche, arroz con leche. Arroz means rice. Arroz con leche. So what we are going to do is we are going to do slightly different, because you don't want this to burn. So we have one option where we just keep stirring it and make sure that it doesn't stick. So we have to be very careful with the stove there. The other option is to stir occasionally and still it doesn't get burned. So we are going to use the second one, and for that we'll use some different thing. We'll use little bit of physics. So that's what we are going to do. So here it is, shortcut. As I told you, we always use shortcut. This is half and half. Okay, that means half the fat and half the milk, water. So it is condensed and half of the fat is taken out. So to replace that half of the fat, so that it becomes a real Dudhpak, we will put, let me show you what. One cup of malai. Okay, so around 10 ounces or 12 ounces of this malai. This is a nice heavy whipping cream and malai. Right? So that is what we are going to do. So we start out with this empty pot. We put rice in it. Okay. We are going to open this up half and half. This is just to take all the rice out, okay? So, okay. All the rice still not out. I'm gonna wash it. Okay. So there you go. We put half a gallon, that is 64 ounce of half and half in here, which is equivalent to 1 gallon of milk. Okay, so whole milk, no skim here. Okay, because that defeats the purpose. Okay, so there we go. And this, you see, I won't be editing this too much, just little bit where I goof off little bit, which doesn't look good. Otherwise it will be the whole thing with all the mistakes that I make. So it says 1 cup is 8 ounces. So I'm just gonna go around at the where it says Pyrex, so it will be around 12 ounce. Good. I didn't go all the way to the top, but there you can see where it is. Now this is real good stuff. So I'm just going to put little bit of water. The idea is not to waste it. See, it was still looking like that. So now we are going to bring this to here on the stove. So let's see. Here we have a flame. You can see that it's burning very heavily, and on that I put this and the pot. Now pot is, I think that it's not so flat at the bottom, but supposed to be flat. It is not, so I'll have to stir a little to start it out. You see what is happening? We will put the sugar and other nuts and everything in the end. This is what I have found is very quick way of making Dudhpak, because you don't have to spend a lot of time. By the time rice is cooked, you remember we put the rice in it, this one. When it is cooked, it's ready for sugar. So you don't put sugar right now, because if you put sugar right now, the rice will not cook properly. Okay, so you leave the rice, you cook the rice in the milk. Some people are doing, they cook the rice separately in water and then put it in. That's not a good idea. You want rice to cook in the milk. Okay, so the sweetness of milk goes in there, and in our case it is already half and half, means 50% of water is already taken out and 15% of the fat. So to get the fat back, I put 12 ounces of that heavy cream in it. Okay, so that makes it just like what we do it in India, nice Dudhpak, India style. So there we go. Now, this will take around 20 minutes. Right now the time is 9 o'clock. I'll even show you on the, let me put this away properly, because you don't want to mix with any citrus thing, otherwise the whole Dudhpak will turn into dahi pak. Okay, so you just want to make it like that. So let us see what the time is. Look at the clock. I'm gonna see, it's 9 o'clock. So by 9:30 it should be ready, or 9:20. Same, here it is. I have Kesar. This is a Spanish brand, okay, Spanish Kesar. They call it azafran. And Spain ne loko Espanol ke. So whatever it is, but આ કેસર છે, તો હું અત્યારે કેસર પણ એ જ્યારે શરૂઆતથી જ નાખી દઉં છું એટલે એનો સરસ કેસરી કલર આવે. So here is the part kesar. You don't want too much, okay? Too much will give a desired kesari color to the Dudhpak. So it took little longer because the pot was on flat bottom, so heat transfer wasn't happening properly. So what I did was I put aluminum foil under it and increase the contact, and now it's ready. It's 9:55. I stirred it just to check whether my theory is working or not. 4-5 times, and after it was boiling also, so you can see it. You could see that it is boiling, but when I stir it, there's no problem, right? And if you see that the rice is, I have to find it. Yep, rice is cooked. The way you know is you take it and check it with your finger. It should be soft, okay? Which I did, so that's how I know I had done that. So there we go. The Dudhpak is ready. What we are going to do is we'll still let it boil, okay? And we are going to put sugar in it, okay? So let's do it. So this is a cup measure. I'm going to put 2 full cup in it. It's a little more than half gallon, so we'll need 2 of those. હવે આની અંદર આપણે બદામ, ચારોળી, પિસ્તા, જે કંઈ તમને યોગ્ય લાગે, ઇલાયચી બધું નાખી શકીએ માપ પ્રમાણે, અથવા તો જે રીતે તમને જેટલું તમારે નાખવું એટલું. So we will do that. બીજું there's another one spice, એટલે મિક્સચર છે હલકાએ બનાવેલું, અને તે કેસર ને બધા સાથે છે એ પણ નાખી શકાય, પણ એનાથી થોડો ટેસ્ટ ડિફરન્ટ આવી જાય, એટલે અલગ અલગ નાખવું જ સારું રહેશે. અને here is the ચારોળી. I'm just going to put charori, little bit of cashews. These are whole cashews, not salted, okay? You can see that. Those are the ones. And elaichi. અને થોડી કચરી કરીને, so I will grind it in a coffee grinder, little bit, not it will be ground coarse, okay? Don't want to just kill it. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so that's I'm going to put in it. My helper Mahi is not here today. She's the normally cameraman, and she takes very good video, but this I'm doing it by myself alone, so I have to go back and forth, and I cannot show you all the activity. When I show the activity, I don't see you. You cannot see me. That's how it goes. Alright, so we are going to the, I'll put those things one at a time, and I'll show you in a plate how much. So there you go. Thank you. So I decided not to crush elaichi, okay? So what I did was right here, you can see that I have the charori, elaichi and kaju, and we have put the kesar in it already, right? So this is what, and I made small pieces out of the whole kaju. It was like this, okay. So we have those, they'll give a nice bite, and every time you sip it, or every spoonful will give you a different taste. That is the whole idea. Here it is. I thought I started the camera rolling, but it didn't. But here it is. I have put all this in it. Okay. You can see the charori and all that, and it's ready. At this stage, we can simply shut off the gas, okay, because this is a gas stove. So I'm going to shut it off and let it sit there, because this plate, because this is a secondary heat, okay, the way we made it is using the secondary heat on a flat bottom, and try to find a pot which is as flat as possible, okay, so that there is a full contact with the grill. See, to make contact I have to insert the aluminum foil there, okay, so I did that around so that it increases the contact, because this did not have a flat contact. You see that? So that was done. So now it will just keep boiling, and then it will cool off, because the gas is turned off, okay. So there it is ready. Dudhpak, the easy way. You don't have to store so much, just to make sure that your pot has a nice flat bottom which will be in full contact with the grill, okay. So that will save you a lot of storing, okay. And using half and half and the heavy cream, in less than 1 hour you have your Dudhpak, okay. After the Dudhpak cooled off little bit, I tasted it. It came out just like India, with the right Indian taste, okay. And the sugar was also appropriate. But suppose you don't like that much sugar, you can do away with only 1 cup of sugar for that 70 ounce of Dudhpak, or you can taste and add little more sugar, or you can 1 cup, 1¼ cup will do too, okay. So that's just for the people who don't like too sweet. I like too sweet, okay. Thank you. Bye.